Welcome to the special edition of Executive Conversations, filmed amid the energy and excitement of Dreamforce 2023. I'm Leandro Perez, ready to be inspired again by the vision of our global leaders. We've already had so many incredible conversations. If you've missed an episode, you can catch up at sfdc.co/conversations. I'm so pleased to be here today with Sundaramurthy Pandurangan, General Manager of Global Commercial and Service Management at Ocean Network Express, one of the world's largest container carrier networks. Sundar, thank you for joining us right here at Dreamforce. How are you doing today?
Oh, yeah, it has been a fantastic 2 days here.
Incredible.
Felt like more because of all the jet lag that we are having.
Yes.
But it has been a wonderful experience to be here, feeling the energy from the people, bringing the partners and getting to meet product managers and product owners, and getting to know the philosophy behind everything that comes to market.
Well, thank you for making the trip. I know it's not a short trip, but I'm really glad to hear you're getting a lot of value out of it. Now, Sundar, tell us a little bit about ONE and your role in the team.
Okay, Ocean Network Express is a merger of three giant shipping companies, MOL, K-Line, and NYK. This merger happened in 2018, and ONE formed as a base of this merger. And ONE is a shipping company. We do 1.5 million TEUs per week. That's our capacity. We have a 10.4 million TEUs in the last year, actually. So we move almost 6 to 7% over the globe. We have branches in almost every country. And I'm part of the global organization, part of global commercial and service management. I report to Mr. Sandeep Sibal, who is leading our sales and customer service organization. And I'm responsible for products, GCSM, for all sales and customer service products, including Salesforce, which is we call OneForce. Basically, it's an amalgamation of ONE and Salesforce together, OneForce. So if you keep referring OneForce, it is basically our product that we named to push within our company. And we are rolling out Salesforce at this stage. And I'm responsible for the Salesforce and also e-commerce, mobile app, and also customer integrations.
Now, Sundar, tell us, obviously it's an exciting project, you're in charge of it. What are the gains that you can share publicly or that you're proud of?
Okay, I think I have to take a little bit behind to provide some background on this part. So in 2020, we started the digital transformation process and then focused on customer experience as the key focal, actually, because we want to differentiate in this cutting edge or cutting throat competition market, very, very high competition. So really want to differentiate ourselves in the customer service side. So we looked at a platform where sales and service coming together to share and collaborate so that sales is not just ending the contract part, there is also a service side which is integrated. So we really want to have a collaborative platform where you can bring sales and service together. So when we looked at, we're already using a legacy CRM platform, but when we looked at what we should look for is the Salesforce was an obvious choice. And we started, but it comes with a lot of challenging area where within our in-house, there is no Salesforce capability to manage this part.
No trailblazers.
No trailblazers, yeah, to be honest, that part. And then also we had a tight deadline because the team of our Salesforce team was using legacy CRM for quite some time. So really want to replace this with a new CRM, and we cannot have a period of 1 year where in two CRMs, right?
Yes, transition period.
So there's a major challenge that we had. So what we did is we took advantage of Salesforce out-of-the-box features, trying to align our all the business process and see whether we can align with the out-of-the-box features because we really want to move faster. On the partnership side, we engaged Accenture, CIT, and NeuroFlash teams to help us in this transition. And also we engage with Salesforce Professional Services, which is really provided as the strategical advantage to look at what we should do and what we should not do when come to implementation. And that has helped us to complete the rollout. Within 6 months, we are able to move all our Salesforce members, including training. We are able to complete that implementation in 6 months for Sales Cloud part.
Yeah. Wow, it's truly impressive, 6 months, and you hadn't implemented Salesforce personally before either, right?
Salesforce really a new tool, so we had a lot of steep learning curve in this area, internally and externally. But with all the support from our partners, our leadership management support, and the training team support, and that time, so COVID, So we have to do most of our training remotely.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So, Sundar, tell me then, now that's the implementation side, how's this making life easier for the employees in your organization?
Yeah, that's a very good question actually. Because when we moved out into the Salesforce platform, really want to ensure that we balance the information about customer experience and employee experience. Because with the Sales Cloud implementation past, really had challenges in user adoption. So if you overlook that part, we will have challenges. So we really looked at this very important aspect closely, and really want to ensure not focused on MVP, just adequate things. We looked at most lovable product actually.
Oh, I love that.
So basically, it's not focusing on just adequacy, and really want to ensure that it meets the basic infrastructure, not impacting their efficiency so much. And it is reflecting in numbers today actually. Now with the user adoption is 98% on service side, and Sales Cloud is also doing very well. Our KPIs, means our user adoption KPIs and our business KPIs are able to see from the day one in their dashboards actually. So that is really a boon. And so this is something we all been keeping as a mantra to look at. It's a quick critical balance between customer experience and employee experience. How much we push to the customer, how much we give back to the employees. And this has been one of the critical things that we decided is worked for us now, especially in OneForce. Yeah.
You're getting a lot right there. 98% is incredible. So then you mentioned that balance between customer and employee. How is this helping you get closer to your customer?
Yes, this is a very, very important thing, because for when we started this project, as you mentioned, really want to differentiate ourselves in the customer experience side to provide a superior customer experience. So in the past, with the Service Cloud in focus, because of the customer facing part in the service side, we didn't have any visibility on emails, like what is the case, when it replied, how many is outstanding, what was the last pending thing, whether there's an escalation. Sometimes it just bumped up into the higher level, and finally we know, hey, there is a problem in Chicago, that is, the content is not moved for the last 15 days, and then it goes to this team actually. But with Service Cloud coming in, creating the visibility, because we connected all the emails, all the chats, all the web to case, we can confirmly say that we are confidently can say now is we get that all the visibility of what is happening, what is this cases. So this getting close to the customers, and we have good escalation management, and we have good communication KPI established, so that people are aware this is being looked at, and this is the key factors. That's why, so it is very getting close to the customer. And even after the COVID, there's a lot of trips done by our leadership team. Even every customer appreciates the change in customer service, where they are being more responsive, more clear, more complete. Such things being reflected. I'm sure that it will be a great advantage in the competitive market.
Well, definitely. Customer service is the differentiator now. And what validation for your work to have your leaders go out and hear that from the customer.
Yes, very happy.
That's very good.
That, yeah, I wish they do this just before our review time.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm sure that will keep going, right? Yeah. So, and I love that. I think customer service, like you mentioned, in such a cutthroat industry is the difference, right?
Yes.
So tell me then, focusing now on the now. We're at Dreamforce. The world has been talking about artificial intelligence, generative AI, and in particular this week we've been showing some of our technology. But before we talk about Salesforce and your thoughts there, in your industry, how are you thinking about how AI can help it?
I think AI really opened up, I think we have been hearing about this. Like initially we thought more of manual work will be outsourced or maybe converted, but I think now we're looking at the intellectual part is being focused on the AI side. I think it's important for us because efficiency and getting something support, because we process huge amount of data to have humanly impossible to even for dashboards to provide us the insight that we look at where to improve, right? Because sometimes we get lost. But that doesn't mean that AI will provide everything. So we go back one step behind, is look at the data maturity part, because data is going to be the basic thing to support the AI to be more accurate, right?
Yeah.
So we are now from day one, actually we had even though we have an innovation roadmap for our OneForce, all along we have been looking at how to make different experience for customers and even ONE employees, how to provide something, some drops that are efficiency focused. We also looked at on the data side, what are all those data elements that is stopping us from achieving it actually. So there is a continuous improvement in this area to look at whether that is being used in the right use case, to look at for data cleanup exercise, identifying the right opportunities for the customers, and there are endless opportunities for AI to be specific. And at this stage, we are experimenting with all the AI features, including ChatGPT part. We have enabled in our environment, and we look at as a big winner actually, especially when we want to look at Service Cloud data. We have, as I mentioned, we have all the emails connected to customer-facing emails connected to Service Cloud, where we look at for service failures, how we can improve further. This is going to be an immense area for improvement, and then we strongly believe that AI can support us in this area. Yeah.
It's fascinating, and obviously you've seen a lot of the announcements that we're making here, and how trust is important, especially in AI. Has there been any concerns for your leadership or anyone in your team around the use of AI?
Yeah, definitely. I think trust is one thing that we are very focused on. Even our policy reflects that we don't store any data outside our platform just for this purpose. But again, we need to look at in more details. I know that this has been an important factor, how we are going to gain the both sides of this world with the trust and along with this intelligence, how we can deliver this experience to internally and externally, because we are very regulated industry,
Yes.
sharing data for other companies or other industries may not be very much accepted, and
Right.
so really looking at trust is one of the key factor for us, how we are going to ensure that our prompts or our data that is behind the scenes to providing us the information is not shared with other platforms or other industries.
Yeah, we share definitely the same value there. Now, a little bit on the spot, but you've seen a lot of new stuff this week. Anything that's caught your eye?
Oh, yeah, really. It's very interesting. I had a chat with, we have been looking at how to improve our service side, deflection part. So we looked at some solution based on the other service industry, how to look at the self-service portals, how we can look at providing a different service on the self-service side. And we designed, before this coming to Dreamforce, we had a session with our leadership. This is how we are going to redesign the service design portal, and this how may help you, and then starting with the knowledge articles and cases, all the forms and everything. And then I attended a session from Service Cloud with how to do the same thing, and this is already coming up actually.
Okay.
So I sent a message immediately to the people, hey, stop development.
Stop
the trains. And then I think I had a session with our team, Salesforce team, and we arranged a session with Salesforce product team so that I get to go know more details, what is reality, then because we have an immediate need. Whether something I can stop this development and then wait for something, or I should really move forward. I think that's a very good discussion, and that's a big advantage of meeting the product managers directly.
Right.
So this is something it's a revelation for me, and a lot of information really that can be actionable. Actually, I'm really looking forward to gather my thoughts. I took some pictures. Need
Yes.
to really break this down into really actionable, and create some mind map and on how we can create into roadmap and deliver for Wayne. Yeah.
Well, look, that you mentioned at the beginning, but that is the magic of Dreamforce. You came, watched a session, hopefully does prevent your team re-engineering something that doesn't need to be done. But those photos you took, it's all on Salesforce Plus, so you don't, you can catch it up again and share with the team. I can tell that you're a fantastic leader, and you're very interesting the way I can see procedural and thinking about all the options. Tell us a little bit about your leadership and maybe what you're most proud of.
Okay. This is we are believe in lean and agility. It is reflection every walks of our life. Our leadership team has been wonderful, supporting. Actually, once the information is available, everybody focus on value actually, and then the deliberation. Lot of time that no decision is the worst decision, right?
Yes.
So, but our leadership has been like wonderful with all the information available. There is no delay in identifying what should be done, and we're also moving our enterprise to more data-driven enterprise, and everybody puts data forward so that we don't really look at some emotional aspect for decisions. It's purely on data. So it's been accepted globally. So everything that we do, so basically this is also something very important for us in the path, how we're able to move, because in the Service Cloud, we're able to implement globally 54 countries within a year actually. By moving all their customer-facing emails and all the training, almost like we have such a big number of customer service team. We are an employee organization of almost 10,000 employees, and out of that maybe 40% or 50% is customer service.
Wow.
So able to move that big people around this Service Cloud is a big challenge. But with this approach of data-driven and also leadership support, we're able to move fast as expected. Because I still believe delivering time is not something, is an accident. It is not a coincidence. It is a conscious effort that we make to ensure our ROI our leadership and the team is getting what they want to. And I really take this time to thank our partners.
I was going to mention it. You mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that. How have you worked with them to be successful?
Yeah, I think we have engaged, as I mentioned earlier, like Accenture as our team, and then also we had CIT because we had a legacy chat platform. So we need to retain that knowledge. CIT is also well known in this area, and they have been supporting us in the chat platform. So we have been engaging Accenture, CIT, and Neuroflash for this engagement. And they have been supporting wonderful actually. So all these days, and also our in-house team, they're really ready for the task. We had made a lot of mountainous in the trailblazers. They've been doing upskilling themselves so that they can support, because our global team, this information is available everywhere. So unless until they know what is coming up, they cannot really answer to our country experts and the team. So they have been upskilling themselves in this forum, because it's very important for us to be, as a product team, to be advanced in what we get actually. And from professional services all along has been wonderful support on the strategy side, and also on the DevOps side, how we can develop applications that are scalable, that is like performance wise, and also like there is no technical debt in this part. Yeah.
Right. Interesting. You mentioned upskilling there. Just a quick question on that. Have you been leveraging the Trailhead platform?
Yes,
Because you mentioned at the beginning of this journey that people didn't have the Salesforce skills. Is that how they're learning now?
Yes. Trailhead is becoming now more of a learning platform for us. If at this stage, we identify now moving to the next stage, apart from global customer and sales and customer service, we have been using for our sustainability department also.
Oh, wow.
So basically there are a lot of information required by customer on our green strategy and how we are going to support customers. And using this platform, we are trying to push to sales and service teams to do this so that they can answer better our customers, because that's becoming a key aspect now. A lot of customers, like European customers, are focusing on providing cargo, especially if you're doing a green strategy, they'll provide you, otherwise they may not provide that piece of business to you. So it's quite important for us, and the Trailhead platform or the enablement platform is supporting us in this part. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit now. We have an audience here across APAC, but maybe we'll have folks around the world too, but C-suite. What advice would you give to them? How can they get started now that you've been on this journey and you're continuing?
Yeah, I think it is quite important to look at the philosophy of CRM actually. When you look at the platform, what it means actually, whether it is scalable, whether it is, what is the customer-centric approach. Because when you're selecting a platform that is integration, because everybody works in a different platform, it's impossible to move. So what is their investment in this area? Look at that aspect very well actually. So when we looked at CRM aspect, we looked at those aspects, whether it is integrated with our Google, because we are a Google company, how this going together actually as a Google platform supports. Now today we've seen a keynote that really helps us to
Strategic
look at,
partner.
strategic partner, right? Because it's very important. And then this is one area and also try to align more on the out-of-the-box features.
Yes.
I think this is a very humble advice for me, to look at how we can change the process changes, because we really want to roll out faster. We want to quick to the market. It's really important to keep the features as much as configuration based, not too much on customization. But it's a very good balance that we have to meet actually, because do want to develop something that's going to be having a new feature and probably that's much more flexibility.
So Sundar, is there anything I didn't ask you today that you want to mention for the audience?
I think it's important to look at such global implementations on especially getting regionals, and you're going to change the day-to-day life of customer service teams, right? It's important to look at how we get this buy-in, and then data plays a very big role in this area, where you can go with the data, show them confidence so that they're on board actually, because once they're on board, they love it, and they will do the job for you actually. So it is very important to get the data, get their alignment, and see this is what you're going to value with this information. Any big change, everybody's resistant to change. Providing this information will become much more confident to move in this area. This is one aspect that we learned as we continue with our evolution of the sales and service cloud. Another aspect is change management actually. This is something we have been focusing on, identifying a big network in the regional side, country side, be part of the journey actually. So we really took some time to train them, and then also provide them more information so that they are able to answer most of the questions, that inquiries that come from the regional and country side actually. And also it helps us to push something on a pilot basis, because a lot of things requires these days with the pilot implementation, right? Because we need somebody to raise their hands. Hey, let me try in my country. Let me try with my customers. Such is very, very like hand raising thing is very, very important, because until we prove something in a smaller scale, we'll not able to bigger scale. So this is getting their buy-in and getting the leadership support in the regional side. And different level, actually, here I would like to really thank my leadership team. They have different level of engagement. Even though we try to engage with the execution side, there is a management side and direction side. They try to engage at a regular interval, so that when we go into the teams, they already have a management support in their specific region. So we operate in 5 regions, Latin America and Richmond. We have a regional headquarters in Richmond in North America. And we also in Sao Paulo for Brazil, and we have in Singapore our global headquarters, and also South Asian HQ. And Hong Kong we have an East Asia headquarters, and London is for Europe headquarters. London and Africa, the London Europe headquarters actually. So it's important to get this alignment, so that it is not becoming a GHQ global headquarters initiative. It is people own there in their region, and it's quite important to get that leadership support in every region.
Well, look, it's been a fascinating story to listen to. You clearly are a trailblazer, so I want to congratulate you on that and your team as well. I'm only looking forward to seeing where this is going next. It sounds like you're just getting started. And thank you for joining us today and sharing a little bit of the story.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to thank all of our incredible guests for sharing their thoughts on some pivotal subjects, including their AI perspectives. For more of this special Dreamforce edition of Executive Conversations, head over to sfdc.co/conversations, where you'll also see some interviews that we caught right here on site with Parker Harris, Amy Weaver, Peter Schwartz, and some special customers. Thank you for tuning in to our Executive Conversations Dreamforce Special. See you next time.